Well, hey, my name is Lonnie Hogan. If you're here right now, welcome. I'm glad you're here, and I'm going to do everything I can to make this video as value-driven and value-packed as possible, while at the same time keeping it short and making sure that you get the value and you're able to move on with your day. So basically, you're here probably because we had a conversation. Maybe it was via social media and we were chatting back and forth on Facebook or LinkedIn, or maybe we actually had a conversation on the phone, or it's possible you just came across one of my ads. But you're here probably because you're in one of two spaces. Either you're a marketer, an online marketer of some kind, either direct sales, affiliate marketing, or network marketing. You have a product or a service that you're passionate about, and you're not interested in changing that. You're just interested in looking for better, faster, smarter ways to grow the business that you're already in. You're in a perfect place because that's exactly the people we serve. Now, the other possibility is that you're entrepreneurial, but you don't have a business, you don't have a product, you don't have a community that you've committed to yet, and you're just looking for that right product, that right vehicle that's going to help you to reach your financial goals. That's also a perfect place for you to be in if you're watching this video right now. So my story is basically a simple one. As you can see, I'm just kind of a simple guy. I don't do much fancy stuff with these videos. I'm a regular guy. And, I'm probably someone who's a lot like you. I grew up in the Midwest. I grew up from a hard-working, working-class family. My mom was a teacher. My dad worked for the railroad and then to do a few other things, too. And, we grew up, with the value system of work hard, go to college, get a good job, be dedicated, be loyal, that sort of thing. Well, in my lifetime, I've discovered that it doesn't really work as well as it did for my parents. In fact, while I worked for a variety of different companies and I was always a good employee, I worked hard, I was smart, I was well liked, there was still very little return on investment for being a good employee. And, it wasn't enough for me. I wanted to do something more entrepreneurial, so I did. I actually stopped working for corporate America and I went to work for myself. I got into real estate and I became a residential real estate appraiser. For 8 years, I built up a really good, quality, profitable real estate business. And it was tough, and it had its own headaches, but it was something I really, really loved. And then in 2008, as you can probably imagine, the real estate crisis of 2008 basically decimated about 3/4 of my clients, almost overnight. And then 2 of my appraisers that worked for me were actually forging my name on appraisal reports because they were just trying to put food on the table for their families. They decided to cut too many corners, and they decided to break some rules. And before I knew it, they had hundreds of times forged my name on appraisal reports. Some of those appraisal reports were in major mortgage fraud schemes. The FBI ended up getting involved in. While I wasn't in any trouble because I was a victim of identity theft and justice was done, my business was still destroyed by it, and I actually had to get out of that industry. Then afterwards, I had an opportunity to work for a rather well-known entrepreneur and business strategy expert who had written a New York Times best-selling book, and I actually became one of his top salespeople. And for about 3 years, I worked for him, and I had business conversations on a regular basis, sometimes 5, sometimes 10 a day, talking to small business owners about what wasn't working in their businesses and what they were trying to do and what they needed to wrap their arms around in order to take their businesses to the next level. And that taught me a lot about business, but it also taught me one specific thing that I didn't even realize. I love business. I love marketing. I love business development. I love solving problems and creating sales funnels and doing marketing campaigns and creating and contributing to the process of creating products and services that improve the quality of people's lives. So, long story short, 4 years ago, I should say, I got married and my wife and I moved overseas. And the only way we were able to do it was for me to be able to earn a living using the internet. So I started looking at all the different online marketing type of opportunities that existed. And I became familiar with this thing we call home business. Now, I found a lot of different home businesses, and I was a part of a good number of them. And I was even a profitable member of a number of them. But most of them I ended up walking away from because at some level those businesses just didn't align well with my moral aptitude. So, what I consider to be doing business with integrity wasn't in alignment with that business model. And so I walked away from a lot of these opportunities simply because I was disenfranchised, either because I found out testimonials were disingenuous, or that income claims were exaggerated, or that products weren't really what they were, weren't really all they were cracked up to be. And it just wasn't a fit. So long story short, about a year ago, I met two gentlemen who were top 1% income earners in this thing we call home business, who actually had the exact same frustration that I did. And they decided to create a community of entrepreneurs. We call ourselves the Freedom Crusader Alliance. And they decided to create this community that would allow us to help other people find a way to succeed in whatever your primary opportunity is, or if you didn't have one, succeed at creating a profitable business from home using principle-centered leadership and using marketing methods that did not require exaggeration or hyperbole of any kind. And so we created the Freedom Crusader Alliance. Now, the way we make money is similar to the way a lot of you are probably familiar with. We build sales funnels, we create a pipeline income. We do this with, we create residual income, we create our products and we market them to the marketplace. But what we don't do is we don't exaggerate what the products can do, and we don't shortcut what's necessary to succeed. We operate by a philosophy. Mindset plus skill set times technology is going to, actually, mindset plus skill set times performance equals your success. And we put a lot of emphasis on that performance part, because there are a lot of training sites out there. There's a lot of training available. Some of it's very good, some of it not so much. Some of it used to be good, but it's outdated. Some of it was never good in the first place. The training isn't the hard part. We have a lot of great training, a lot of other people do too. What we have that most others don't is that community of interactive collaboration executing on a regular basis to make your business successful. And what I'm talking about here specifically are things like syndication groups for YouTube videos and for your blogging, workshops and mastermind groups that happen on a regular basis where you can actually test out your sales funnel, where you can get feedback from a community of close-minded, similar-minded people, and where you get accountability partners who make sure that you're doing what you said you're going to do in the time frame you said you were going to do it. We offer all kinds of different ways for people to actually make money fast. In fact, I was in profit within 30 to 45 days of this business when I got started almost a year ago, and I've never had a not profitable month since. So if this sounds like it's something that you're interested in, we are right now looking for integrity-driven, principle-centered people who are interested in growing an income, a sizable automatic residual income, and doing so in a way where you're going to benefit by getting this income, but you're also going to be a contributing member of our community by helping every other one of our members succeed. If that sounds like something you're on board for, I want to invite you to take us for a spin and give us a try. Now, we're also big believers in not having people spend a lot of money getting started just to check us out and getting themselves wrapped up into something that they wish they could have gotten out of. So what we offer is a 14-day trial of our membership, and you get to do that for $7. So it's 50 cents a day. And during that 2 weeks, we invite you to all our mastermind meetings that we're having. You can come to all, you can watch all the ones that were recorded. You can access all of our training. You can communicate within our private Facebook group. You can interact with our members. You can ask questions. You can get on strategic one-on-one mastermind calls. In fact, I'll invite you to get on one with me. If you sign up, you can just immediately schedule yourself for a business strategy session where we'll talk about your goals and your business and what you're up to and just whether or not we're a fit. We get to do this for 2 weeks, see if we're a fit, and if we are, we move on. And then we work at getting you into profit right away and then building up a residual income from there. Now, below this video, you're going to see a button, and it's just going to say sign up for your 7-day, 2-week trial. You click the button, you fill out a little bit of information, and then you're going to see another button that says schedule a call with Lonnie. All you have to do is click that button, schedule a call with me, and you'll immediately see a calendar pop up. You pick a day, you pick a time, you're automatically put into my calendar, and then we move on from there. Now, if you're just not there yet, which is okay, I'm not asking you to make a decision right now if you're not ready, but there is another page where you can go to where you're going to actually see some additional videos that give you a more in-depth look at what our products are, what our community looks like. And there's a series of videos there, so if you're short on time, you can watch the little 10-minute one. If you have a little bit more time and you want to dig in a little deeper, we have a full-fledged 45-minute video that takes you really deep into who we are and what we do. We also have a business video that talks about our compensation plan and how you make money with us, as well as as well as actually another video that was done between myself and one of the founders, where we just tell our stories and interact, and you can actually get to know us and really decide if we're the kind of people that you relate to and that you think are a good fit for doing business with. So if you're ready to sign up, hit the button, go ahead and sign up. If you're not, that's okay. Walk on and watch the other videos, and then reach back out to me if we have an arrangement to do that, to let me know where you stand and what your next steps are going to be, if there's going to be one. And then we'll take a look. We'll see if we're a fit, and then we'll work on getting you that residual income. Cheers.